Inside Out 2 is now officially the highest grossing animated film of all time. In fact, at the time of writing this, it has passed the Avengers to become the 10th highest grossing movie of all time, with $1.5 billion worldwide, and it's still going. But I'm not here to talk about that today, or even the movie itself for that matter, although I did really like the movie. No, I'm here to talk about the wild marketing campaign leading up to the movie that included brand deals, social media, and even a full-on Inside Out 2 themed Airbnb. I'm about to go over all that and more, but before I do, if you've been enjoying my content, please give me a like and subscribe. I'm a new YouTuber, so every little bit helps. Thank you so much. Now, on with the show. Alright, so first off, I want to talk about these weird social media posts I keep seeing on Instagram and TikTok that inspired me to make this video. All these videos are taken as if the emotions from Inside Out have phones and are making the posts themselves, which is already weird. I mean, Ennui has a phone in the movie, but that was more treated as her own personal control panel, not like a literal phone to post on Instagram. This first one is a cute idea, it's Anxiety trying to take a selfie, but it comes out all blurry because of her shaky hands. But Anxiety looks really weird this close up. I don't know if they made this in Unreal Engine or something, but it does not match the quality of the movie at all. Okay, in this next one, Joy is taking a selfie video with some sort of Snapchat filter on. She pans over to Anxiety, who freaks out when the filter is applied and runs away. And then she pans over to Anger, who doesn't understand what's happening, waving his hand in front of his face before just getting angry and blowing up. And there are a bunch more of these, but the final one I'll show you is this. Anger is taking one of those quizzes where you film yourself and see what it lands on above your head. His lands on apple, and that rightfully makes him explode. Is an apple even a movie snack? I mean, everything else was a typical movie snack. Popcorn, candy, pretzel. Anyway, these are super weird custom animations to promote a movie. I've never seen anything like it before. Maybe because Ennui is always looking at her phone, or because Riley is a teenager who is often on her phone, so that might be the reasoning behind it. But I find it really odd to make it seem like the characters themselves are filming selfies to promote the movie. I guess it's the closest thing we'll get to the Pixar bloopers from back in the day, but I don't love it.
Speed, marker, and action.
Are you saying I'm stupid?
No.
Do I look stupid to you?
The next thing I want to talk about is the sponsored advertising. Inside Out 2 is on everything, from Band-Aids to influencer beauty products. But the most egregious advertising spots that I want to talk about are Uber, McDonald's, and Airbnb. First up is Uber, who with Pixar created a fully animated advertisement. Not just clips from the movie, like a whole animated short film to promote their new Uber Teen program, where teens can order Ubers and parents can track their locations. I'm not going to comment on the potential sketchiness of someone as young as 13 taking an Uber on their own. I mean, just look how happy all the emotions are to be riding in an Uber. Even sadness is happy, and fear isn't even afraid to be riding in a stranger's vehicle. Okay, Anger's still pissed, but even he can't help but bop to these sick tunes. Alright, next up is the McDonald's ad, which is even more ridiculous than the Uber commercial. It opens up with Riley's dad bringing home some McDonald's for the family, which I get, sometimes you're busy, you don't have time to cook, so you just pick up some McDonald's on the way home. No big deal. Then we go into Riley's mind, and once again, the emotions are all so happy and excited about McDonald's. Sadness, not sad. Anxiety, not anxious about what's in the McDonald's food. And disgust, not grossed out at all. And anger, well, he's still angry, but only angry about the thought of anyone touching his precious McNuggets.
Hands off the McNuggets! They're mine!
Shout out to Ennui, though. She's the only one keeping it real in all these ad spots. Anyway, the ad continues and we go into Riley's mom's mind.
Oh, how sweet. He's a keeper.
He's a keeper? All he did was pick up some McDonald's on his way home. That is like the most low-effort thing he could have done. And then we go into the dad's mind, and he's like, oh yeah, I freaking nailed it. I'm the best. McDonald's rules. And then, at the end of the ad, we go inside the mind of the Happy Meal, where all the Inside Out characters are dressed as McDonald's employees.
We do the work, and he gets all the credit?
Woo! Ha-ha!
I mean, Anger's not wrong here. The dad did get a lot of credit for just bringing home McDonald's. And once again, Ennui is perfect here. This is the true face of a fast food employee. Okay, the final thing I want to talk about today is the Inside Out 2 Airbnb collaboration. So recently, Airbnb has started doing this thing called Airbnb Icons, where you can supposedly stay in places like Barbie's Malibu Dream House, Shrek's Swamp, or Carl's house from Up. And these look really cool, but they're always available for a limited time, and they are set up like a contest where you have to enter to win to stay at one of these places. And I have so many questions and thoughts on this, like, what happens to these places after the contest ends? But I might make a video on that later on, so for now, I'm just gonna focus on the Inside Out one. Here it is. It's really cool looking. They recreated the control room from the movie, and there are bedrooms themed to each character, like a room for joy, a room for sadness, and a room for anxiety. IGN made a little video tour here. I have a theory that these aren't really contests and are actually just a clever advertisement for Airbnb and Pixar, but that's just me. That's just a theory. Like, the first guest to stay in this was Casey Stroh, who is a family TikTok dancer with over 3 million followers, and was also Martha from High School Musical?
Hip-hop is my passion.
Okay, I'm not gonna show you much of her video because it's got her kids in it, and that's kind of weird. But I will show you Mr. Thomas English's video because his voice is amazing.
Airbnb invited me to Inside Out HQ. Let me show you around. First up, we have the memory room, where there's some candy. You can go on Joy's scavenger hunt, play a game of air hockey, and make your own memories. Then there's 2 bedrooms. We have Joy. It's the stars for me. It just makes me so happy. And then there's anxiety. The ceiling is everything. This literally looks like Riley's room. And that's not all. To the tower!
The only thing that they never show in any of these videos is the bathroom, and I'm dying to know what the bathrooms look like. It could be Bing Bong themed, the way they flushed him down the toilet.
Take her to the moon for me, okay?
In the end, this massive advertising campaign clearly paid off, as, like I said in the beginning, Inside Out 2 is now the highest grossing animated film of all time, and it's still in theaters, bringing in money. Let me know what you guys think of Inside Out 2 and its ad campaign. If you made it this far into the video, please give me a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel monetized, so every little bit helps. Thank you so much. Goodbye.